Hey everybody, welcome. I am Aaliyah Freeman and I am a confident beauty coach. And one of the reasons why I specifically am choosing to focus on confidence as a beauty coach is because I think that the foundation of everything we do, no matter if it's taking our business to the next level, if it's building our clientele, if it is increasing your pricing, the root of it all is confidence. And so specifically in this season, I am focusing on helping you build your confidence no matter what it is. And today we specifically want to talk about how you can build your clientele from the ground up, even if you have no money. Today, I'm specifically going to be giving you a few tips that you can take into consideration if you don't have any money in the bank. Even if you feel like you just have a little bit, I'm going to give you some practical strategies that have helped me along my journey to help me get the clients that I need. I mean, from starting my business in Savannah, Georgia, as well as starting my business here in Jacksonville. I'm going to give you some practical things that you can do no matter where you're located that can help you build a clientele. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is take off the pressure. First, before we even jump into this, I want you to take off the pressure of anxiety or worry because you don't have the clientele. I know you have bills. I know you have things that you have to do. You have responsibility, and you're probably freaking out because you're like, I don't know how this thing is going to happen. The first thing, before I give you any type of tip, the first thing you want to do is you want to have faith. Take off worry, take off anxiety, take off fear, take off overthinking, the doubt, take all of that off because numbers can change instantly. It is your faith that needs to be in place first before you apply any strategy. Okay? And it is impossible. Anything that is impossible can be made possible if you trust God. So that's the first principle I want you to put on first as we are moving forward into strategy. All right. The second thing I want you to do before you even focus on building a clientele, you must focus on yourself. And this comes with first your mindset, you believing that it is possible for my clientele to pivot just like that because it can. And then it is for you to now look like who you are becoming. You do not want to say you want to build a clientele and you have not focused on yourself. Most of the time, we're so busy doing and we forget to focus on ourselves. You want to make sure that you are well polished. You are a walking billboard. You are building a brand, and the brand first starts with you. And so you want to focus on making sure your hair done, making sure you do your makeup. If you're a makeup artist, or if you are a hairstylist, keep your hair done. And if you like to wear nails, you can wear your nails, or you can keep them polished, or just keep them groomed. But just focus on making sure that you look the part for what you're asking for. You don't want to say, I want to service luxury clients, and you look nowhere near luxury. You don't have to drive a luxury car just to service luxury clients, but luxury clients are looking for something, and a lot of that is coming from polish, coming from cleanness, coming from well grooming. They want to see what it is that you say that you're offering, and you want to be the offer. So you are your first client. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure you're eating well, you're working out, making sure, I mean, because think about it, you have time. You have the time because you don't have the clients. And the first thing you want to do before the client come is make sure that you're nurturing that time well. Okay? All right. So build a healthy foundation by making sure that you take the time to eat well, to work out, and to do what is necessary for you before you go out to build a clientele. The second thing I want you to do I want you to go on Canva and I want you to create you some business cards. Remember, this is just the first business cards of many that you will create. You can go on Canva and create you a business card and link it to a QR code. When you link it to the QR code, this will help you be able to have a digital business card that people can have on their phone until you're actually able to get the money to print your actual physical card. Now, if you have $20, they're usually like between $19 to $30, depends on where you get it printed. But you can actually print these business cards for less than $30, okay? And this will give you something so that people can know how to connect with you. When you meet people and you introduce yourself and people run into you, I think it's a bonus key to make sure that you have both a digital and a physical card, okay? Now that QR code will link them to not just your card, but you can also allow it to link to your Instagram or your booking information if you have a booking site or whatnot. Okay? The second thing, let's move into the next thing. If you let's talk about the people, start with the people who are with you. People who are already with you who support you. Use them first before you go out and try to build more. So meaning you might have friends, you may have family members, you may have church members, you may have co-workers, you may have all of these different type of people that are already surrounded around you. If you want to use them as models, if you want to use them as people to actually start utilizing your services, go ahead and start using them now. And start give them a discount code and say, I'm building my clientele and this is my service menu, and give them a discounted code to let them know that they're able to get services from you at this discounted cost. Now, as you do that, you want to make sure that you're strategically doing this so that you can utilize the pictures and the experience of those clients to leverage what you're trying to do. All right. So, when you do that, I guarantee you this is going to help position you because not only are you going to use the before and after pictures, but I want you to also encourage them to post you on social media, tag you in their stories. And this is how others will begin to start to see your work. All right. Next, that is a great strategy to start with where you are, especially if you feel like you don't know where to start. Now, once you utilize the people around you, I think it's necessary that you get in the right spaces so that you can start meeting the people that you need to meet. Now, let's talk about going to events. If you can go, I'm not sure where you're located, but I do know Eventbrite is something very helpful, no matter if you're in a big city or a small city. But start looking up local events that are free. Start off with the free events, and as you start making income, you can start investing in paid events. But I want you to set a goal on how many events you can go to. This will help you be able to position yourself to be in the right spaces so that you can connect with those people. You're going to go at these local networking groups on you can do this in person, or you can find some networking group on Facebook and actually start connecting with people there. You actually posting your work in those groups, telling people where you're located, it'll bring them to your page so that they can see who you are and what you offer. Now, a lot of these pages on Facebook, they may say no marketing, and that's absolutely okay. But another thing that you can do is when certain posts are posted on social media, you should comment. Comment as an expert. Comment as someone who knows the answer to most of the questions that people are posting. This draws attention to who you are, and people will click on your name and go to your page, and that's how they will find you. So never underestimate being in these groups, but strategically post a comment so that people can be led to where you are. Now, also too, at the event, when you find local events that you can attend, remember you are your walking billboard. So you want to show up and you want to make sure that you are your best and you are ready to network. You're ready to connect. Be intentional with introducing yourself. Feel free with giving free consultations at the event. This will help people see and know and understand on the spot. You know what you do, and they will also book you because they are definitely more ready to be able to move forward with you because you present yourself in a professional manner and they are able to see that this is something that they'll be willing to give a try. Okay? Also, too, after you give them your card, feel free to connect with them on social media. So if you need to do a follow-up, this will give you the ability to strategically go back and connect with them if you don't hear from them after a certain period of time. All right. And the last thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about when clients start getting in your chair. So when people start calling and start booking, because they will, when you do this, this is what I want you to do. I want you to create a loyalty card. If they come with you after a certain amount of time, create something that they can get for free. So it can be a free service or it can be a free product or anything that you feel like you want to give them, but let it be something that people would want to get and allow them to get that card punched. For after so many punches, they will get that free. This will give them the ability to always want to come back for service. Now, also too, be intentional to be sure that you offer the experience when they come. So that means when they come, don't rush through their services, but take your times and make sure that you intentionally create a beautiful experience and connect with that client that makes them want to come back. And every single time they come, you strategically want to do this so that they can feel like this was an experience that they continue want to invest in. All right? So be intentional with every connection. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. My final words that I want to give to you guys is do not wait to be confident. Don't wait till you have all the people in your chair just to be confident. Be confident right now with no one, with no money. Be confident in yourself. But let your confidence grow as you are growing. You may not feel 100%, but it's okay. The Bible said all we need is a mustard seed of faith. And so that little bit of faith that you have to believe that something can happen and will change, that is what's going to be what's needed so that you can see your business go to the next level. I also want you to be sure that you be consistent with this strategy. Don't do it just one time. Do it and set a goal every week to be sure that you set aside time to show up online and on person so that you can see the result that you're looking for. All right? So, and then also too, just because you don't have a book that schedule, that don't mean that you have to let your clients know that. That means that you want to be strategic and give them, don't say I have my schedule wide open. Just say I have time between, I have a 9 o'clock and I have a 1 o'clock. Give them specific time that they have to choose from, and if that doesn't work, then that's when you can say, well, how about 3 o'clock? That's how you'll do it. But if you let them know I'm open all day, that was showdown. Well, wait a minute. Do they not have any clients? So you want to be sure that you're not talking as if your schedule wide open. Be sure you set boundaries around that schedule so that they can see um, that you have a set agenda of how your business flows. Now, also too, just because you're just taking clients, that does not mean that you want to take clients any time of day. You want to be sure you're structuring your business how it would be if you had a full schedule of clients within your chair. So, meaning before these clients come, you want to think, what does that look like? What time do I want to come in? What time do I want to get out? And go ahead and start taking appointment as such. do not go around the time that you say that you will work, because this is going to create error when your clientele build. Clients are going to see, well, you were flexible in the beginning, and why you're not flexible now? And this what makes it hard to be able to set that boundary again. So this is why starting on a blank foundation is really good, because you get to set the structure now early on before you get to building a large clientele. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope that it was helpful. I plan to drop more nuggets like this to see, so that you can actually know how to build your business the way you are looking for. Be sure to connect with me by visiting my website www.educatebeauty360.com. If you want to take it a step further, now is the time to get connected with me, so that you can actually book with me for a one-on-one consultation call. Right now, I'm giving 2 for 1 for the price of one, where you can get one-on-one consultation with me, and I will be able to strategically help you build your business effectively. I hope that this was helpful. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if this was beneficial to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again on our next video.